Campbell Soup, you ain't even got to worry about me going down the aisle that y'all own in the supermarket no more. Huh? And Campbell Soup, you ain't got to worry about me going down the aisle y'all own in the supermarket. Campbell Soup exec caught saying some very, very disrespectful things. Campbell Soup for poor people. He don't even buy it because it's 3D printed meat. He don't know where the meat coming from. It's genetically, all this stuff, okay? Now, the person who recorded it used to work at the company, right? Now, when the person recorded and he found out about it, they don't say, that's not true. They don't say, oh my God, that's false information. They say, we gonna put out a lawsuit because I was being recorded without knowing or not to my knowledge. Is this the truth here? Is this what we're doing? Campbell Soup, listen. Y'all can come out and say all y'all got to say, but you only got to tell me one time and one time only, that y'all shit ain't right. Listen, y'all right in that same place of the supermarket as Kool-Aid for me. I ain't going down. I don't do that no more.
Make this your last day buying Campbell's anything. Campbell's soup, anything that has Campbell's on it, we are no longer buying it.
The CEO of Campbell Soup said, we sitting here eating bioengineered meat, that the chicken came from a printer, like it's printed chicken. And then he said, that shit is for poor people. You would never catch me eating that shit. That's for you broke niggas. What timeline are we in, bro?
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So this man, okay, I don't know, they said he's the VP of Campbell, okay, Soup. Allegedly, there is a particular recording circulating around, and they said that he, in that recording where he was saying that him and his family do not even eat that soup, okay, that is a 3D printed meat, okay. And a lot of people are like, why before, this is happening before Thanksgiving, before Christmas? See, you guys, do you know that 2025 is actually exposing a lot of things that people have not known for years? And someone said that recording was done like few years ago, like a year ago. It's not like it's a today thing. So, and why is it revealing in 2025? Well, it's like 2025 just do not want to go without exposing a lot of things that have been happening behind closed doors. So guys, let's take a look at some of the clips I gathered for you guys. Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to the original creators of this video. Do well to like and subscribe. Let's go watch.
I cannot believe people's reactions to the Campbell Soup controversy. This is a perfect example of where the executive level shows how they just exploit their customer base, their struggles, not being able to afford good food, by showing their racism and their classism. But what people are really responding to is their belief that 3D fake meat is being put in the soups. That's where people are getting triggered. Number one, that's not true. It's absolutely not true. Meat that's grown from cells in a lab is so ungodly expensive. What Campbell Soup is using is just a grade above 4D meat, dead, dying, diseased, or decayed. Just a grade above that. The remnants, what's cleaned up out of meat processing facilities. Yeah, that's the kind of meat that's in there. But this is my time to get on the soapbox about meat grown in a lab. I cannot believe how the meat industry has perpetuated this big propaganda machine that lab-grown meat is dangerous, is bad for you. This is the same meat industry that almost single-handedly tried to take down Oprah Winfrey because she made one very factual comment about the meat industry. The meat industry is huge. It's there to protect itself and its shareholders. So now you have this emerging technology of meat grown in a lab, and they can't even afford, they're not willing to lose even 0.1% of their revenue to competition. Meat grown in a lab it comes from real cells of animals, and they put these cells in a lab, and then they feed it amino acids, which is good for you, vitamins, which are good for you, sugar, salt, fatty acids, which are good for you, and then they make chicken meat from that. And you know what you don't get? You don't get chicken meat from an animal that has high hormones because of the fear it feels during the process of being killed. That's a thing. You're not getting chicken meat from a chicken that ate pellets that have pesticides and herbicides in it. You're not eating chicken meat from a chicken that's been pumped with antibiotics, okay? Furthermore, you're not eating chicken meat from factory farming whose waste completely contaminates and pollutes our waterways and our soils. The factory farming that produces manure and carbon dioxide that increases global warming. And of course, the big thing is you're not eating chicken from an animal that had to suffer and die. See, this is like the next level of taking humanity to a better place, and we can't have it because of this very greedy industry. Anyway, that's my take on the matter.
There really didn't need to be a recording of an executive speaking about Campbell's soup, because anybody with the IQ above room temperature understands that a lot of the stuff that's made by major companies is fake. Their product may not have started off that way, but people try to get around, real and natural ingredients because it's more expensive, so they sell out and feed you trash so they can still make a profit. Most executives of these companies and most people that work there don't even eat what they're making. I mean, there's been documentaries on this, so I don't see why this is so surprising to everybody. I can't remember the last time I had a Campbell's chicken soup. I can't. We are in the year 2025. Most of the stuff that you're eating ain't good for you. It's about time that y'all start growing your own stuff and stay out of certain aisles at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you, but hey, that's apparently this is news. I mean, you could look at the shit and tell that it was fake.
Hey y'all, so I just want to give a special thank you to the Campbell's Soup whistleblower. So now we all know to definitely make sure we check our cans. I mean, the reality is I haven't really had Campbell's chicken noodle soup in a long time because the chicken definitely stopped tasting like it did when we were kids. Like when we were kids, you knew it was real chicken. Now, the texture was getting questionable, and I tend to try to read labels to see if stuff is GMO or bioengineered. Just because when I was in graduate school, I had a professor that talked to us about Monsanto. And once I saw their video, I started checking things, which we should all be checking your packaging to see if it's genetically modified or bioengineered. But the reality is, I hope people stop buying it. And it's really sad that his comments were that this is for poor people. We make shit for poor people, which also goes to prove that this is their plan, y'all. They make the things for lower income people cheaper and put bullshit ingredients in it. And then if you want to eat healthy, we all know it's quite more expensive, which people that are on fixed incomes or low income cannot afford to do that. So they're going to eat whatever they can eat to have sustenance. Meanwhile, y'all are applying them with chemicals and fake meat, fake foods, bioengineered things, got the meat, like he said, out of a 3D printer. And then these people end up with all kinds of health concerns because of the food that they're eating. And then y'all want to make big pharma more expensive and healthcare expensive because you're actually feeding people bullshit to make them sick so pharmaceuticals can make money and then you can raise our healthcare premiums. All while putting money back into the pockets of Campbell's, the pharmacy companies, and the medical industry. Yeah, so how about we just stop buying Campbell's? Because I know I won't ever buy it again. Even though I wasn't buying the chicken noodle soup, I won't buy any Campbell's product at this point. If y'all want to act like it's for certain people and you want to go against a group of people that are doing the best that they can and just trying to eat healthy and trying to provide their kids with food, and y'all want to just put cheaper products in it so you can make more money knowing that that's the detriment of people, well, then I just won't buy your products. I can boycott you like I can boycott anybody else. So Campbell's, sorry to you, but hopefully everybody will stop purchasing your shit.
The Campbell's Soup VP was recorded saying crazy things about the company. He literally was saying that only poor people buy that soup, and he doesn't eat it because it's nasty. He also said that there's bioengineered meat in it, like 3D printed meat inside the soup, and said that it's not healthy. And it really just is so amazing to see all of this happen because it's like, oh, well, you're just giving the consumer a reason to not buy your product because you actually don't even believe in your product. Yeah, you're the VP for this company, but like actually you are telling the public pretty much that the soup is poison. And obviously he probably didn't know he was being recorded, But either way, that's how you genuinely feel about Campbell's Soup as the VP of the company. And then knowing that and knowing it's not healthy and knowing that the meat is engineered in a lab and 3D printed, but then to still like be the VP of the company, it's like you're just the VP because you want the money, but you don't actually care how it affects people, how it's unhealthy for people, and then literally was calling the consumer of Campbell's Soup poor. He was like, I don't buy our product because it's for poor people, pretty much is what he was saying. And it's like, oh, so you don't believe in your own product for your company, and you think that it's unhealthy, and you think that it's kind of toxic because there's 3D printed meat in it, and you also don't buy it because you believe that it's just for poor people, who then you're basically saying don't deserve to have anything healthy because they're poor. And so you don't care how the company is actually affecting anyone's health. Because again, your company and your product is meant for poor people. Like, do you see how that's all realistically the craziest thing ever? Like, that's actually insane. And so obviously something's probably going to happen from this. But my thing is that just proves that maybe people don't need to be eating your product. Like, and that's just going to be bad for your company. Insane.
All them rich athletes told us to eat Chucky Campbell soup, and then the executive was like, I don't eat that poor pigeon chicken meat. All the time we were worried about Chinese places with bad chicken. It's Campbell soup. This made me paranoid because I was like, if the soup's not healthy, what else is not healthy? If this executive is talking about soup like that, what other foods? Nothing's good in the U.S. We can't find good meat anywhere. Where can we get some good meat? Okay, I knew that $3 Hughes piece of chicken at the deli wasn't real. I know all these football players got CTE. They're eating all that bad chicken from Campbell soup. He said the chicken looked like it came out of a printer, and we don't even use printers anymore. When was the last time you printed something? I don't know why they fired that executive. Like, you need to keep somebody like that. Somebody that keeps it real. Okay? He's like the Kanye West of executives. Right? This is what we feeding people? I'm not eating that. You need him around, right? Get some real chicken. I don't know what to do. It's just, they don't even want to feed us correctly. It's over.
So you guys, I think that 2025 has a lot of stuff that is still yet to review before the end of the year. That's what I think, because some of these big corporations are kind of, thinking that nothing is going to happen to them. They are fine with some of the things they are doing. And for years, a lot of people say that since they were small, they've been taking this particular soup, okay? Canned soup and canned foods. A lot of people have been taking their product. And now a lot of people are coming out and like, you know what? We are canceling. And I think that, if this is not handled well, a lot of people are going to be boycotting this particular product just because of this. And this is just happening way before Thanksgiving, like before Thanksgiving, before Christmas. That's to show you that, God has a lot of things he still wants to reveal to a lot of people this period. Now, if at all this is true, okay, does it mean that people have been eating something that is not healthy to their system for years? Like, when I say yes, those people eating this thing for, since they were small till when they are old right now, they keep eating the same thing. And that recording saying that the meats are made from 3D meat. Like, what do you mean 3D? Does that mean that, I don't even know how to say it, but it's shocking. Does that mean that a lot of people have just been taking in things that are unhealthy to their system for decades without even knowing where the cause of their sickness is coming from? Because 1 minute you're in the hospital, the next minute you're out of the hospital, and you are going for a soup bowl that you don't know what is inside. No, somebody just wake me up. This is not real. I just hope they come out and say, no, actually, that was AI generated voice or something. Because you can't tell me that somebody would be so happy to actually make products that are unhealthy to human life and still say, oh, my family don't even eat it. Like, you have a product that your family do not eat, and you are so comfortable about it that your family do not eat it, but other people's family are okay to eat it, and whatever thing that happens to them should happen. You are okay by that. No, somebody wake me up. This is actually not real. Like, I'm watching some of these clips and I'm so shocked to my bone that actually this is happening in this time and age. Like, people are so wicked this period. People can actually produce products not minding who it affects and saying it's for poor people. So the rich people don't eat it. Your cliques don't eat it. This is for all those MAGA voters out there who are so excited, voting against their own interests and seeing that some of these rich folks actually do not care about you. If this is true, somebody said something about, most of these canned foods, one just have to be careful. And it's beginning to look real right now. So one cannot even trust a particular product and say, I'm going to eat this because it has healthy herbs, it have healthy meat, you have this, you have that. One can't trust that anymore. Is that what you're trying to tell me? That recording better be unreal, because, man, I listened to that recording. I was like, no, this is actually not happening in modern day America. No, it's not. Okay, it's not. But you guys, I would really love to hear what you have to say about today's video. Like, I'm so shocked that this is happening, and how Americans are reacting to it is also very shocking, because people are like, I've been eating this my whole life. Your mama gave you, you continue to buy it for yourself. It's scary, you guys. People's health are no longer, important to a lot of these big producers. Well, let me know your own take in the comment. Let's have that conversation. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Credit to original creators of this video. I look forward to seeing you all on my next. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you all next time. Bye, guys.